Hello, guys, and welcome to the Pup, Buttons and Pop Show. Obviously, today we've not got lovely Pups up with us because he's under the weather and he's not feeling very well, which is half the reason we're doing the show the way we're doing it today. So, we're going to be coming in and we're going to be giving you a couple of advice parts on certain things that you can do, like if you've got some problems with people and like just how you can do that safely, and explain to you that if you're doing something in a positive way in your magic, it's not going to come back to you negatively, which I did explain on Luna's show yesterday. So we're going to talk about that. But our main factor is to put some energy out there for Pups because he's not well. When we do start doing that, I will ask the guys in the chat to put their hands together, put their incense candles on, and just do the same thing. We're also going to be praying and putting intention and energy in for our community as well, to help you guys with your guidance and your awareness and your path that you're trying to find, that will, resemble with 101 and with you just naturally, and in every sort of thing that you do on YouTube and stuff like that, guys. So we're going to got a few of bits here and there going about. I'm going to be doing a bit of my drumming, so you are going to get to see that today. I haven't done that for a while, just to bring the energy up. So today's show's just me and lovely Sister Drew.
Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome in.
We did invite Sister Mystical, but she was busy and she has got things to do. She did say that she may not be up, so she is in the room. So she's going to give advice in the room if she can, like to back up what we're saying and stuff like that. So what do you think we should start off with first, Sis? Do you think we should start off with getting the stuff done for Pups and getting that energy out there?
Because I've just lit the candles up. What I've done tonight, guys, is I've just been working with some of my discs that I've got. I've got discs for spirit, earth, air, fire, and water. So what I've done is I've put a candle to represent each one. I have also got a little offering on each disc for the elements. I've said a prayer beforehand, and I have energized each candle. Each candle is representing. For tonight, I have used purple for spirit. So it gives us all a little bit of balance, and I've used a colour coordination for the rest. And I've put the intent into my candles to give us all a little bit of balance, give us all a little bit of encouragement and things as well, because this is the run up to Christmas, and I want everybody to know that it's only going to last a couple of hours and then the big reveal is over. So please don't stress yourselves out over it. Don't think that you need to get all the latest devices and things for the kids and all the latest games and things. Just
don't need to stress yourself out, guys, for one day a year. Do you know what I mean? Definitely not.
So relax and enjoy the experience of just being together as a family and things. That's what I'm going to do. So I want you all to relax and be balanced all this week. So my altar tonight, the main candle, which is usually Hecate's candle up here, is for Uncle Danny, and as a healing candle for him tonight. Hecate is working with him to help heal him. And then the rest is the 5 candles for the community.
So that's while Sister's talking to you, I'm going to light my element candles and stuff, and the candles around the cauldron to get the energy going. So while you're doing that, I do have to put a bit of music on when I'm doing that because it just brings that energy in.
Yeah. Let's do that first. Welcome in, Kerry.
So we're going to go back.
So everybody,
the music slightly down so that it's not overpowering Sister Drew's voice.
I was just really telling them to just try and help focus and put out healing energy to Uncle Danny. Put out balance in your mind. Just take your mind to a place where you feel balanced. Try and be in that place where you know you find the balance. And then when you get there, push out your intent. It's about reaching within you to find the feeling. And then when you find that feeling, you kind of circle it with love and energy, and then you push it out. It's about capturing it.
Maiden, and our goddess, the sun, the moon. And
you focus on Uncle Danny's being, even if you can't picture his face, just imagine his being. And then push it all out to him. And as you're pushing it out, imagine it engulfing him. So in your mind, I don't need to use my hands, but I'm using my hands for you. In your mind's eye, you're pushing all that love and energy and healing.
Bridget, I like this candle to you and your energy, your power.
Okay, guys. Welcome in, Kelly.
Love. And I ask that you come forth to this spell and this victory and bring all that I ask to light. See ya. Hail, Goddess Bridget. I come forth to you, my loyal and worthy Goddess Freya, and I light your candle in love, respect, and honour, and ask that you be with me in my spell working and in my ritual, and that all that I ask will be brought to light. I light this candle to your energy and to show my love and my respect to thee. Hail, my Goddess Freya. I light these incense as a power and an energy to you in the ritual, to bring energy from you to this spell and to this cast. And I light this as an offering. Our maiden, our moon, I light this incense to you in an offering and as an energy of power to bring to my ritual and to my spell, and to give you power and strength and all. So let it be. Goddess Freya, I light this incense to you as an offering. I light this incense to you in gratitude and thanks, and to ask you to bring power and strength to this spell and this ritual. And that with you I am blessed. See you so much.
Welcome in, Helen.
The element of earth, I ask for your energy in guidance, wisdom, and in way, and in power. I light the incense of air, and ask that you come forth with your power and your way of movement, and to bring forth powers of energy, of healing, positivity, and greatness. I light the candle of water to bring movement, to bring blessing, to bring cleansing, and to bring way. And I light the element of fire to bring growth, strength, and power into the spell and into the ritual, and to bring way to all that is right. With will shall be way. See so much of the amen. I like protection of the pups. I ask for the energy to be surrounded by him. I light the candle of healing to bring forth to pups, to help him in his power and in his way, to bring him back to good health and good way, for him to be strong and to be able to achieve all that he desires. I light this for my pups down. I light this candle for my community, for my coven, and for my brothers and sisters, asking for guidance, wisdom, way, and an open and awareness of their path and their spirituality. And with you, they will achieve them. See us, so much of the amen. I have offerings here that I give to you, all spirits that I have called upon my goddesses, my father, my elements, and spirits and energies I ask upon for more energy to help within the spell and the casting. I give you offerings of food and I give you offerings of drink, and I ask that you come forward as I invoke you to thee. Bless me. And that's all done now.
Well done. Let's grab some crystals, guys. These are always in the moonlight, these crystals, and in the sun. So I'm just going to take some quartz and I'm going to set it up just to get some energy.
Yeah, so everything's all lit up and everything's in there now, guys. So what I'm going to be actually doing is I'm going to write down anything that you guys are wanting helping, and I'm going to write a few things down for pups and for a few people in the community that I know have got a few issues going on, just to make sure there's extra protection around. So if there is anything you guys are wanting, just say to me and I will put it into the cauldron Today, I'm not lighting her up with herbs or with a stick. I'm using my energy of the goddesses and of the elements, and they will fire the energy within our goddess's womb. So if you guys want anything to be done, now is the time to say it. My first, obviously, focus is just on doing a little bit for pups first, and then we will start adding your stuff in as well. We just want to make sure that we get the energy out there for him. So I'm just going to write down a few bits for pups and for the people that I know that need a little bit of guidance, and then you guys write in the room and I'll write down what you want. So that's one bit. into their and to bring forward into their faith. Help their path be clear.
You have to do one for Beth's daughter. Guys, I'll just explain a little bit about what I do when I'm pushing out my intent to people. I rub my hands together to give me the energy within. If you rub your hands together, you'll feel, and you do that, you'll feel an empowerment between them. That is the physical matter, that if you want to use that, as I was explaining on that about as above, so below, that is my manifestation of my power that I want to push out. So when I do that, I'm conjuring my energy together. And then once I feel it's at a place I can blow it out, that's when I kind of blow in my mind's eye. Sometimes I blow physically, but really in my mind's eye, I'm actually gathering that energy in and then I'm pushing it out. Sometimes it'll come out as a breath, but that's just really a manifestation of my mind doing that. I don't mean to do it. I am internally visualing Uncle Danny in front of me and all that magical energy I'm accumulating, I'm pushing it to him in a healing form. And you guys can do that as well. Just feel the energy between your hands. You can manifest that in any sort of power you want.
The teachings, and that they will understand, and that they will be true and good potential, and will be protected by do one for Beth's daughter.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll get a little bit dizzy and you have to stop. I'm a bit dizzy just now. Just taking in too much energy. Still feel it bouncing between the hands. Thanks, Kelly. Could I ask for healing for my mum on her grief journey, please? She's had a year, love her, with myself being ill last year too. And doing CPR on her partner was so traumatic for her. Kerry, I get that. I've saved about 6 people's lives by giving them CPR. So I get that. It does leave you a bit traumatised. Yeah, we can definitely push out some healing energy to her.
Bring the protection and light of energy within her family, within her home, and remove her from all negative that surrounds her now. And let her be only the light of your love, our Father, our Lord Jesus, our Mother Nature, our divine energies of our goddesses, Freya and Bridget, and the energies of my enemies, F4, fire and spirit. I call upon thee, see it soon to be. Anybody else? What was that? My whole book is vibrating.
For Kerry, for her mum, for healing.
Kerry's mum.
When one feels better, it helps it. That one made a tear in my eye.
Hello, Sister Luna.
I lose stress. We're just pushing out some good vibrations to the community. Healing energy, healing Kildani, and some balance.
Okay, yep, that's a good one. To the spirits.
Good luck with that, Christina, feeding all those kids.
Protection, peace,
The hands are too tingly, guys.
and happiness to the spirits. May they be at peace, may they be at light, may they be happy in the places that they shall be.
Those notes.
Always keep them safe, keep them guarded as Christina. And keep them safe in the light. Mutual goddesses, Freya and Bridget, and I am as every fire and spirit, abundantly I call for the power in thee. See so to be. And then 5 for the divine.
Show me your yes answer, please.
Power,
Stand still for this answer. Okay.
growth,
And show me your no answer.
power, growth, and healing
Balance fire, please.
to nature, earth, and the
Right
universe,
background.
and to all my deities too. My deities. So, it be.
And tell me if there's more than 3 spirits here with me helping me heal. Yes. I can't even think of a question, guys. Not think of a question. I put my mind into a place of zen.
Guidance. Wisdom. And okay, I even done one for the Witchy 101.
Good, good. I watched the full 9 hours today, Lena. Well, from
Yeah.
3 hours onwards. It was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed listening to you work it all out.
Now,
Come on, everybody.
healing, hope, and way to
I need to do one, Christina. I really do.
the fact. So,
I'll maybe do one later on tonight or tomorrow. and
then last one is something like
Remember, if you want prayers, guys, tell Sister Sherry what you want and she'll burn it in the cauldron. For the ones just coming in, I have got 5 candles lit. I've got the 5 represent the 5 elements, just to bring a little bit of balance, a little bit of healing, a little bit of joyful energy and things as well to the community for Yule. And I've also got a candle burning for Uncle Danny to help heal. So we've just been pushing out some healing energy, guys, for the people that know how to do it. Just I advise you to maybe just sit and do it for a little 10 minutes, and it does help. The power of prayer is amazing, especially healing prayer. Welcome back, Phoenix. I can hardly speak.
Are you on live?
Aye.
Hello guys, I'm back. I don't know why my laptop keeps turning on and off. I don't know why. It's annoying. Let me just see that if there's anybody else that's wanting anything. Sorry guys, my laptop for some reason keeps deciding to switch off for some reason. Yeah, well, I've done a wish and guidance thing for Beth's daughter. $11 people in the room. Welcome, my darlings. Hello, Luna sis. Hello, Phoenix, my sis. Christina. Obviously, Sister Drew's here. Need for my son, Matthew, Sherry, and Drew for healing. Okay. Okay, I'll do that now. Okay, I've done that, sis. No, it's not hot. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's doing it. There's no heat doesn't feel hot. I don't know what it was doing that for. Right, so I've got all of these, my angels, to burn out. Is there anybody else that is wanting anything before I start putting them into the cauldron? Or is that everything? Might need to like update it or do something maybe. Maybe that's why it keeps switching off. It keeps saying about storage as well. I don't know. So is there anybody else that's wanting anything, or is it all right to get them into the cauldron now?
I was watching if you upstairs at my altar didn't go and it was helping Willie
They
with
do have tendencies for doing things like that. Right,
yes.
I'm going to go over and put these in, guys.
Brilliant.
Try and bring you a bit further nearer, but I don't want to pull you too far out.
Remember, you can help here as well. When Sister Sherry's putting them in the cauldron, as witches can help as well here. We can help push that energy out.
Yeah, think positive vibes and think about like healing and protection and goodness, and just think of everybody, and we'll put them into the cauldron. She knows what she's got to do.
Tara, you're not sure you'll be added to all the community prayers from now on. So that means that whenever any of us is pushing out any prayers to the community, your name will be there, okay?
Please come forth.
Helen wants something with me. To go back to her message, guys. You did forget me, I think. That's okay, Helen. We can push that out of the paper. It's okay.
What's that?
I think Helen wanted something. Did you get Helen's message?
No, I didn't see Helen.
Can I ask this? Yeah, but can you ask Helen?
What is it you would like, sweetheart?
To find her message. She says, hello, Luna. And then she says, I don't think you've put your message up, Helen. You did forget. No, you've not put it up. You said about doing prayers to Uncle Danny. And then you said hello to Luna. But you've not told us what you want down yet. Her so much and for that. Oh, wait, no, right, your message must be at the top, right? Okay, wait till we find it. Helen's message. I think she wrote it in 2 parts. It's okay, I'll find the first part, sis.
Okay, yeah, I've got that one. Now I've got... not seeing it. Up there's Helen at the bottom there. Scroll up. Hang on a minute, let me have a look.
Wait, no, you said hello to Iron Fire.
Hello, Luna.
And then your next message from saying hello to Iron.
Danny, can I ask
was... Her so much. Love her so much. And for Danny, can I ask this? I think, Helen, you've started typing your message and it's not all typed out. Because I do see it here.
Yeah.
It says her so much. And for Danny, can I ask this? And then you've not went any further. So definitely repeat what you wanted to put down.
That's what I'm saying as well, sis. There isn't anything explaining what you're needing. Right, let me see if I can find a bigger bit.
Just tell us again, Helen.
Helen. Healing.
I'll go right to the very top 2 seconds.
Healing for Danny. Right, so I've done the bit for pups. So now it's just a bit for you, sweetheart. She's saying that she has wrote it in there.
Everybody when you come in, Helen. Yeah, I'll find it. I'm going right to the very. I'm right at the very top just now, where everybody just came in. If you've wrote it, I'll find it, sis.
Hello.
No, you've definitely. I think you've
There
started
isn't
to
anything
type it, and
there.
it's not went. I'm thinking it's like yeah. There's nothing
I'm
there,
right
Helen.
I'm right at the top as well. It says hello, Firehorse. I'm not seeing anything from you either. Only that little bit.
I think Luna's right. I think you've maybe started to type it, and it's not posted. Yeah, just repost it. Just say it again. It's no problem.
Above the one from
And then
Danny.
we'll get you
I'm not
added to
seeing
the
anything.
list. Honestly, Helen, I think you've started to type it and it's not took because it's definitely not on our screens. I've been right to the very top, right down
Hello,
twice.
Pups, if you're in as well. Love you.
Uncle Darry, I hope you're feeling the energy that we are pushing out to you. We have tried to kind of just send you some security as well. I know what it's like when you're not well, you don't feel too secure, so
Yeah, no.
just
There is
lock it all in for you.
definitely not a message.
There's not
There's definitely
Helen,
not a
honestly.
message up there.
Even Luna's been right to the top. If you didn't add myself on the one for my mom, could I have continued healing being after my illness, please? Yeah, definitely, Kara. Anytime that we do group prayers, usually what will happen with me is when I think in my community, I'll have all you guys in my head. So in my head and my guides know that the minute I think community, it's all you guys. So in my head now you are added to that community. So my guides now know that whenever I think community, that you are now there in their prayers. Okay.
Yeah, I do the same, but I have wrote you down just.
Yeah,
so
but you are on the list if that's what you're asking. Sherry got you.
Yeah.
If she typed it and for some reason it was held for review, someone may have cut it out for some reason. It happens.
Yeah, it's definitely not there.
Oh,
Helen,
that's
so
what
all
it'll
you got to do is just
be.
rewrite it.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. Night Bottle have caught some of the words probably. It's maybe just the words that's triggered something with Night Bot. Just try writing it again. No problem, Kara. No, we can't see it, Helen. Honestly, Nightbot must be blocking it. It must be something that you're saying that Nightbot's not letting it through. Maybe word it different. Or Sister Sherry can also put down on that to push out the intent that you are feeling, Helen. So it doesn't need to be in those words. Sister Sherry can put down on that piece of paper. Please put help give Helen what she is pushing out in her mind. So if you sit where you are and push
think
that
about
out,
keep what you're wanting, helping in your mind in, and I'll just push out all that Helen thinks of.
Yeah, it's thinking about if Nightbot's not lending, because that intention can be enough for the guides to know what they're doing.
Please help and
yeah, it's strange. It'll be Nightbot is blocking it. Just help push Helen. Yeah, just word it in your own words, sis.
All she thinks within mind.
Wow, Phoenix. If Phoenix going to do 9 days of prayers for 9 days of prayers for an Avena for you. That's dedication, guys. See, that's the type
I'll put it down. I'll just put please help and guide Helen in all she thinks with mind and soul. Okay, yeah. So there you go. So you just got to keep that vision in your head, clear as day. Keep it in your head, thinking about it, asking for it to be done.
We know, Helen, it might not be nothing bad. It's just triggered something in the algorithm, that's all.
Yeah, certain things you can go a bit funny on. But I have wrote that down, so just keep the intention in your head, because I do need to put
just
them
keep
in.
that intention in your head so that when the guides are connecting, when she's burning it, that they know what you want. So just focus. on your question? Hello? I was just pushing out some intent through the candles. I was looking at the flame and pushing. I was saying thank you to Spirit for being here and helping me with this ritual. I was saying thank you to Earth for being here and I hope that they accepted my gift and thank you for the ritual. I was saying thank you to Fire, Earth, saying thank you to them all, guys. You just focus on the flame and thank them for being here and hope they accept the gift that you've gave them as an offering. If you watch them, you'll see them flicker around. You can see it better on the... Wish it was an up... In fact, I could probably bring these closer. I don't know how close I can bring these, but you'd maybe see it better. Flickering around. Maybe this way. Let me see if I can bring these a bit closer, guys. I'll give them all a little offering, see? I gave Spirit roses. I gave Spirit roses. I gave
I don't know what's going on with this laptop. I think I need to defrag it or something.
Probably mine's is bad for it too. Do you know I actually have to keep mine on now? So I just keep running people's channel all throughout the night and everything because I've got to keep it on. Because if the notifications back up, then it starts to lag and lag and lag. So I've got to keep it on at all times.
It's really, really bad in that because this was what was happening last time where the laptop kept turning on and off all the time and things like that.
Yeah. It's the energies as well, Sass. You know what it does? It does interfere with things.
Yeah, because it didn't do it when I was in the bedroom and I was doing everything earlier. It's only just started doing it when I was sat in here when I was getting all prepared and that's what's... But all of the things are all into the cauldron and the goddesses and the elements are doing their thing.
Yeah. I've started to feel tired. You can hear my voice start to go. Usually what happens is a couple of hours of doing rituals, you do feel tired.
No, I don't have a cooling pad under because the last one I got, it broke. I think it was a waste of money, to be quite honest.
Yeah, they are a waste of money, sis.
I have got a cloth under my laptop at the minute. Maybe it's overheating underneath. So I've just moved that so it's on the cold table, the wooden table.
Oh, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Might be that. Yeah, Mystical's having bad connections as well. It's the weather over there. So while the candles and things are all burning down and the magic is working and doing what it's to do, do you want to talk a little bit about some of the things that came up last night, Sis, in your live stream, Luna? Yeah, we could do. Yeah, definitely. It was a very interesting stream, definitely.
Yeah. Right, we'll see when I started to watch it, and I know that Misty, now that Misty is in the room, I know that Misty, you got a bit concerned about trying, and I won't mention names and things, but you got a bit concerned about trying to do things, maybe in case you got some karma and things like that. What I've took from doing that type of magic, but binding magic and things, is really you're just binding that person from their self, from the worst thing that they can do. Really, you are helping them in their spiritual journey as well. Because if they're going to go to a level where they're going to use what they've learned for harm, potential negativity onto the community and the world, then your guides, you can have a word with your guides to say, I don't feel that what that person is going to do is going to be for the best for mankind. And then your guides will automatically have a word with each of them, like a kind of conference, if you like, and they will decide between them if it's something that should be blocked. So don't ever feel guilty trying to block somebody else's magic, especially if you feel in your heart that it's to do harm to the world, the universe, to people. Your guides will be their own judge of what they will do for you. So I would leave it in their hands. Tell them your problem. Tell them where your concern is with what they're about to do or what they've done, and then leave it in your guide's hands to deal with. I do that with a lot of situations, and then I find that they usually resolve themselves, and then you don't need to turn to magic at all to do any binding spells. But if it does get to the stage where you feel as if they're not listening, they're not getting the message, and they are still going ahead with what they're intending to do, then that's when you can start going to candle magic and things and start doing your binding spells.
Yeah, from what I remember us explaining last night, the person that was causing her trouble, she's had a few problems with already, and they're actually a massive big group of people, so she's going to need a bit more than just putting an intention into.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. So just be confident in everything you do as well, Mister. You've got the way I was sitting watching you last night and with the previous streams as well. You really need to start finding that confidence within you, and keep it secret if you need to. Don't tell anybody anything. You don't have to tell people. Just keep whatever you're doing between yourself. You know.
Well, I did put a little name tag thing in there for her anyway, saying to help her with that sort of thing and stuff, because I did really see, we've been seeing that a lot with you, and you really do doubt yourself a lot, and you're actually really, really gifted. You're very good at what you do. You just don't realise it.
It's like Phoenix, isn't it? It's like our
Phoenix used to be the same, but now she's got a lot more confidence, hasn't she? Yeah. And the thing is, Christy, still do what Sister Drew said. Still put your intentions over to your guides, because the more energy you've got behind you, the better it's going to be. But obviously, you do need to go a little bit further. But there's several like binding spells. You can do ones with candles. You've got one where you can do it with a piece of ribbon or string. It's normally a red piece of ribbon or string, and you just tie it into knots, and you put the intentions of what you're wanting your daughter to be protected from, and you put the intentions of what you're wanting to happen to those people. So obviously nothing negative is to be thought of, but you can put like such thoughts in there as, I want the dark magic and the evil energies that they put towards me, my family, my daughter, to be blocked. That's what you've got to do. You've got to put all that intention into what you're knotting, because the knots are, what you've got to look at is, knots are supposed to be something that's very difficult to undo, and a knot is a very powerful and strong character, and it holds a lot of things together. So doing the knot really does imbibe all of that energy. So you don't just have to be thinking of what they're doing to you, and that you can put intentions for your daughter to be protected from that negative energy, for it to be removed from her, for your family and your house to be protected. Just put all of your intentions into that thing, that piece of string, which is normally red. It's either string or it's ribbon, and then just put your candle on, normally like a red candle to represent the ribbon, okay? And you just sit there with that, and even though you've put the intentions into the ribbon, you just focus on the candle and on the ribbon.
Definitely, Mister.
To manifest that energy that you're thinking about, okay? If you're somebody that is like really spiritual, you can put things like oils onto your candle, you know, for like guidance, wisdom, whatever, you know what I mean? You can put all of them onto there. Removal, you can get removal oils to remove things as well. You could put a removal oil on there and just put onto the candle removal of negative and dark magic from others, and then put your oil on there. You just put your intentions in. You can write things down like I've done. You can write bits down and put under your candle and then burn them at the end.
The quickest way to get things out there is the way Sister Cherry's just done. It's the quickest way to get it out. Write it down.
Do you want to see what I mean? Hang on.
It's the quickest way to get it done, or a candle with your intent in it is the quickest way to get anything done, in my opinion. But yeah, just be confident. I mean, you're at a stage where you're already doing your herbs and things.
Obviously, you can do your binding for many things, not just for negative things. You can put it in for intentions on if you've got something in your life going on or there's something you're struggling with. You can put your intentions in and bind it to like correct it. This is what I did. I was going through a very tough time and finding quite a lot of things really difficult to be dealing with. And I decided that I wanted to bind that energy into this to take away that energy and to help me to manifest positive energy. So I was thinking of, at first I thought about all of the negative stuff that was happening to me and how I wanted it to be removed. Then I started to think about my positive energy. Now this is my binding, so like I said, string, ribbon. You can have either, but get it in a red. Have a red candle. But you really do need to make sure you've got your intentions going into anything you're doing, whether you're binding, writing, doing it on a spell, whatever. Even when you're writing on your spell candles, you think about what you're wanting, okay? Because you're bringing that energy into it. So you could do something as simple as that. And what I do is every time I get a little bit of a struggle or I feel a little bit like not feeling very good and I think something's creeping back up, I just put this in my hand, I hold it, I think about what I put through that and I think about the positive energy. Then I'll put it back onto my altar and use another red candle, write the same things that I did down, just guide me, remove negative energy that's coming from influences of others and stuff like that. Help my heart to heal, things like that. I put all of this into this, and anytime I feel it's getting a bit hard and a bit difficult and it's to do with this, I will pick this up, put a candle on, anoint my candle, do the same intention and just redo it. You can charge these at the full moon, or you can just sage and Palo Santo wood them, because every now and again you do need to cleanse anything that you make just to get any excess energy off of it. So just sage and cleanse each time up before you start using it again, and just put it back onto your altar, hold it, put your intentions in there, ask it to empower you, ask it to give you that energy, and it will do that. So something as simple as that, and putting a candle and a bit of writing down and thinking about it hard can make a lot of things happen. And it's not always negative stuff that you do it for. It could be, like I said, problems, issues. You could do it for somebody else as well. If there's somebody that's having a bit of a hard time in life at the minute and maybe they need a bit of encouragement, and maybe somebody's causing that, or it's something in them causing it to them, you can do these sort of things to help them. They're not negative, they're not bad, they just help you to get your intentions where you want it. Always, when you do any sort of binding thing, make sure you do represent it to the altar and put the intentions to your altar and to your goddesses and whatever, because you do need their energy to be in this as well. So always make sure you do whatever you do, even if you've done this and a couple of months later you need it again. Reopen your altar, recall your energies, re-put your intentions in, rewrite down something you need, and just put that back on there and do it again. You don't have to throw this away. You could keep this a lifetime. As long as you keep cleansing and blessing it and putting your intentions into it, it'll work. Believe me.
Welcome in, brother Louis.
Can I be a witch and have a Christian religion? Yes, you can, Kaylee.
Oh, yes.
There are many different types of practitioners. You've got Christian.
We're going to cover all that. We're definitely covering that, because I know that's what a lot of people feel guilty of. And definitely don't feel guilty using any religion in your craft, because really it does come from the universe. It comes from nature. It is everything that is manifested in the natural realm. So don't ever feel guilty using any god, any goddess, any sort of religion.
Exactly.
Everything is you and your belief.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to address about last night's stream with Lunar was bringing a vessel in purposely to communicate with spirits, such as Furbies. The Sister Sherry and I have a bit of experience with Furbies, don't we, Sister Sherry? And so does Rochelle. Mystical. Because we were on the live stream.
Didn't you hear me on the show? Be careful about using things like that for communicating and stuff, because obviously I had a really bad experience with a Furby. I got took over, mate. Didn't I, sis? He was on a panel with Christine, bless her. We was doing an interview with her and her daughter. They brought this Furby in because they were explaining it had been doing some strange things a couple of years back. And obviously a couple of us were picking up on the energy around it. And I said about seeing a negative energy next to it. And they were like, they weren't aware of that, even though they knew that there was something not good in the house.
I thought it
And
was
Sherry
Barbara,
ended up
it
getting
was a
took
H
over by a Furby. So yeah, really, really be careful about when you use objects and stuff. Like I said to you on the show with Luna yesterday, energies, spirits, anything like that can become attached to objects and stuff quite easily. Any sort of object, not just a Furby, but anything. They could even become attached to a certain pen. And energy can attach to anything. So you've always got to be very careful about how you go
Yeah.
about communicating with items when it comes to the paranormal and that, definitely.
Definitely do that then, mister. It'll help you understand as well. See, the thing is that with the haunted Furby thing that I was talking about that concerned me, was if you're going to purposely bring something into your home, even, and because it speaks is the dangerous part, I feel, because any entity, any spirit that finds a vessel like that, especially if it has the ability to talk for it, it's going to draw in so many energies that want to use that. And for all you maybe have the intent of only communicating with one little spirit in your house through it, it's going to be a vessel for anything that's around, really. So you can't really trust anything it's going to say at any time. So I would just be careful about using those types of tools to communicate.
And especially if the spirit is able to talk through it as well, because that device hasn't really been made for spirits to be able to communicate through, you know what I mean? And if they can, that means any spirit can attach to it and do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do get what Sis is saying there.
Especially
That's why when they said it to me last night, I was like, I'd be careful doing stuff like that, you know what I mean? They can attach to it, and energies can attach to anything, you know what I mean? Especially Furbies. Hello, Beth, darling. How are you?
Hi, Beth. Yeah, you cleanse your equipment, Luna. You're right. You're right.
Constantly cleanse your equipment. Even if you've got things you've made and you're going back to them, always cleanse your equipment. Always cleanse your altars and stuff before any ritual and after. Always secret areas, everything. It's all about energy.
You will find it as routine. I find it as a routine. I find it now. As soon as I took a candle out, you'll find all that, guys. And just my advice to you all is just stick with us with the classes, because we're going to cover so much. We're going to cover everything that we've came across. So typically, if it's something we've came across that we've had to learn or to do or to manage, then you guys are going to have to do it as well. Well, you don't have to do it.
Candles, they were going nuts when I just gone near them. They started all jumping at me and that. I'm like, oh, okay. Feel the energy,
I know, the dance around. If you watch the flames, the dance, depending on what they've to do. Just get my internet back. It keeps going off. Oh, mystical sis, we miss you. You're the third wheel. You are the cog that keeps us moving. It's not the same without our mystical.
It's not.
Let me see if there was anything else I kind of felt a bit I needed to help you with.
Yeah, it's just really important, guys, to remember that energy can come from anywhere.
We are going to address this on the Witchy 101, but I was saying to Sister that we maybe talk a little bit about it tonight. And it's about using the different aspects of a spirit. It's about using the different goddesses, such as I was saying to Sister Sherry, I use Hecate as my main deity. But I also use Santa Marta, remember. And Santa Marta, she does the higher level magic for me. She does the serious stuff. If I've got a problem that I need sorted out now, and I feel it is a danger to me, my family, to my community, or anything, I go straight to Santa Marta. She does things like that yesterday. If it's something that I feel it needs to be more ritually, more putting effort into, I'll use Hecate, and I will use her oils. I will make sure that I've fully washed my face. I'll make sure that I approach her with respect. I make sure that I light her oils. I dedicate a candle. I approach her with complete respect. But I can also replace Hecate with Persephone, Freya, any of the other goddesses, and you use them for a specific reason. Hecate likes the ritualistic magic, but Persephone, you can give her a banana and she'll just go out there on her horse and do what she needs to do for you. So it's about using different aspects of different deities for different reasons. Don't think that you need to use the one deity for everything, because you don't. There's different deities, and give that deity the respect though. Like I'll say to Hecate, Hecate, can you grant me the wish of using Persephone today? And ask her to bring Persephone in, so that way you're not giving your, like, what do you call it, offending your deity by saying, right, okay, I don't want you today, I want Persephone. Ask her to bring that deity to you to help you work with her. And you'll find that you'll gradually know what deity to work for with what. And you'll not even need to ask. They'll just turn up and they'll do it themselves. That was another thing I wanted to address, but we will get further into that with the Witchy 101.
Yeah. Deities and stuff are really good to use in your spell work and your magic and things like that. And like Sis was saying, yeah, you call them for specific things. Like for tonight, I've got like Freya. She's my main deity. She's the one that I work with a lot because she's very like connected to a lot of things that I'm into. Then I've got my Bridget as well. Now, for me, Bridget's my more hardcore goddess. She's like about life and all them sort of things. And I work with a lot of that sort of stuff. So I always have them two mainly on my altar. Freya's my main one, and then it's Bridget, and then it's any other energy after that. I have two male energies that are just as important as them as well, and that is Odin and Canonos. Canonos because he's nature and I'm a nature element in my magic. I love doing nature stuff. And then obviously I've got Odin because I do card readings and runes and stuff like that. He's very good for the divination side of things. So I keep them four very close to me, but like Sister Drew, I have other elements and energies that I will call in when I need them.
Yeah.
You know,
for my male energy,
you've got specifically one or two main energies on your altar that you would confide in a lot. Yeah, you know what I mean.
And remember, it's yin and yang.
Yeah,
everything is yin and yang as well. I work mainly with the female deities, but I represent the male on my altar by Uncle Danny. And I do use Coronis sometimes for if I feel as if I need a balance in something. Like say something, especially family-wise, you want to use the male and the female energy. If it's something that you're doing for your family, you want to have that male and female energy to represent the heads of the family. So if I'm doing that, I typically use Hecate and I'll use Canonis or whatever his name is. And he represents to me the male power, you know? Yeah. It's okay, Curtis. So just think about it, and we'll go through all that, guys. Don't worry about all that just now. But
I'm just going to
energies.
Knock out my moon god. I'm going to knock out my moon, Bridget's one before it goes right in.
Look it up.
And I can't get it out. But
that's okay, right, Curtis. Just rewatch. It's been a good stream. We've done a lot of healing and a lot of pushing out some balance, especially with this Christmas week coming up, because people feel the pressure to be a certain way, to get a certain item. And I want our community to know that go back to the basics and find the meaning behind Christmas. It's that community. It's also about embracing the dark period. This is when everybody should be resting. You've got nothing growing in your garden. You've got nothing really going on in your house. Most of the time, you'd no working on your farm or anything except for feeding your animals. So this is going back to the olden days. So this is the time to rest. This is the time to embracing the darkness, if you like. So this is when everybody should really be nurturing in their home, making their home nice and warm, nice and snug. And it's that concept you have to embrace, is the togetherness of what Christmas and Yule means. And the sharing of the meal, which is the Christmas log, the sharing of that to each of your family kind of means that you're going to have a bond the full year. So just try and remember that going forward into this week, guys. It's not about the giving of the presents, it's about the being together. Me either, Mystical. I don't feel the pressure of it. I never ever have.
And that's what I said in my my video the other day. Like, even though everybody's excited about the presents, don't forget that the real reason for it is your family, and remembering that you're lucky for what you have already and things like that, which you are. You know, we're gifted with many things. So,
yeah, it's about embracing the family that you've got left, and knowing that next year this time not all of them might be here and things as well. And the ones that you have lost through the year, when New Year comes, typically the Scottish, Neardy we call it, but it's actually Hogmanay, that is when we kind of celebrate the people that are no longer with us. That's how you'll usually see Willie cry and things, is because that going into New Year remembers you the people that's no longer here.
Yeah.
It's about the process and the feelings.
Yes. And you'll find that as you go through the craft and everything as well. A lot of the, well, a couple of the holidays and Sabbats that we celebrate is to do with like your family and people you've lost and stuff like that. And they can even help you in your spell works and your rituals and stuff like that, calling up on them for energy and power. You know, they're connected to you. So
that actually goes into my next point.
I haven't I haven't physically called up on my family and that, but I did say, please give me energy for my ritual and for my spell. And I lighted candles on their altars as well. Because obviously the one down here now, this altar over here, is my nature altar. Okay, so that's got all of my stuff with pups on there. It's got my witchy bits on there. It's got my animal totem figure on there. It's got my fairies on there. And I also have my god and goddess statue normally on there. Because my main altar is mainly dedicated to my female goddesses, which is Freya and Bridget. You know what I mean? But I will put Odin and that on there if I need to.
Hi, Chris. Welcome in.
Energy. Hello, Chris. You know, if I need like male and female energy, like Sis said, then I will put Odin or Cananos on to the altar with Freya and with Bridget. You know what I mean? But
remember, you can use anything.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to address was as well about your stream last night is remember you can protect each other from afar. So say, supposing, and I'm not really, this isn't really for Misty, it's for anybody. Remember that if you are sitting alone one night and you're struggling, even spiritually, remember we are all connected. You can, without even lifting a phone, connect to any of us at any time. Concentrate. Find my aura within you and then reach out to it. And if we are connected, my guides will feel that tug and they will alert me somehow to call you, to contact you or something. And if I'm not listening, if I'm not at that moment spiritually open to receive the message, they will go seek another sister. So don't anybody ever suffer in silence. Remember, reach out spiritually and we will hear you. One of us will hear you.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the thing about this community, and a lot of us are very, very, very connected. So all of our spirits know each other. So if one can't be got hold of, a lot of the others can. You know what I mean? And they all come together. And even if like the person's not on, that like their voices always come over the spirit boxes and stuff, saying Sherry's needed or Drew's needed, Mystical's needed. You know, there's always that insight there. So, how are you, Chris? I hope you're well.
It's the best way to do it, Chris. Just say hi, everybody.
It is the best way. Saves going all the way through the rooms. Oh my God. But let me just see who's in it quickly, just to say hello to you all. So we've got Ghost Squad Scotland. Hello, love you. We've got Misty, love you. Losing Dog. Hello, brother, love you too. We've got Luna. We've got Iron. We've got Beth.
Everybody.
We've got Phoenix.
They're all amazing.
We've got Curtis, Kelly, Kaylee.
Yep.
We've got quite a lot
of
people.
Kerry. We've got a lot of kickers.
Yeah, we've got a Kiri. Well, I call her Kiri for someone because it looks like a Kiri, but yeah. There we got Sister Christina as well, and obviously Pup.
Yeah, Uncle Danny's in the background, guys. We are still pushing out that.
He's resting and stuff because he's not well. That was what the main reason was for today, was to get some energy out to him. I can't see anybody else apart from them names, but there is 18 people in the room, so that is absolutely amazing. It's really good to see you guys joining us, and we hope that you're educated.
Yeah, Kayla will definitely help you do all that. Yeah, definitely.
You did absolutely amazing with that, Misty, and it was interesting.
Yeah, Misty, I can do that. I can heal from afar. I can definitely. Sometimes, I used to doubt myself all the time doing it. I used to doubt myself until the time that Sister Sherry and I done the prayers for Uncle Danny, because that night I really did concentrate and pushed out the healing energy. And for that minute onwards, I knew I could do it. I do it with my big sister and everything.
Yeah, I've always been able to do it like long distance. I've always sent energy out to people and that. And I was actually affecting people on the show last night when Misty was doing it to Beth. I was doing certain things and people were starting to feel their arms being touched, and that was me like rubbing up my arms. I wasn't even doing it intentionally. I was just like responding to the energy I was feeling from her. So it just shows you how connected people are, you know what I mean?
See, yeah, because I think the guides used a little bit of each of you to do what they needed to do. Like they used your arms, the strength of your arms. They used the strength of Christina's back. Obviously, like maybe they were even using her wings. Who knows? She maybe had angel wings there. She doesn't know she has. But the way that you all were affected physically shows that the spirits were using a different aspect of you to push the energy out that you needed. And see, watching it as a viewer, because I was probably one of the first people to watch it back in the moment, I could see it so clearly that that's what they were doing. But you, obviously, when you were live, didn't really realise that's what they were doing. You all get touched at the same time. So
and we was all feeling the same things as well. Like, because I could feel like because I was going like this at first, and then I could feel the energy going up, and I was like trying to touch the back, and that's when Christina said, "Somebody's touching my back," and I was touching my back at the time, and obviously, Misty was doing all of her stuff, so she was feeling that as well.
We love you right back, Curtis.
It is nuts. It is, but it does happen. It does happen. It's really cool.
It's amazing. And our spirits are getting stronger around us as well. And the bond that they are getting together is getting stronger.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, think about it. Misty hasn't really been on many streams with me. So my spirits around me are now technically getting to know Misty's spirits. And then because Beth's not been around for a while and Kaylee's new into the community, all our spirits around us are all getting used to all your spirits. So we are all socialising here. But all our spirits are socialising in the background as well and getting to know each other and who they are.
Yeah, and that's that's what's important to remember.
It should go upstairs, Wally. Oh, sorry, my legs.
Curtis, all of our energies merge. They do. Most definitely do, yeah. They do. The sisters and the brothers in the community that are very well known and are like regular, we've got very big connections in the community, so we do feel a lot of what's around us and stuff like that. Yeah. That's why we're really good in our craft, like because obviously sisters got the chat that where some of the sisters and that are, and we've done stuff like to help people and stuff, and it's been really powerful because obviously our energy all goes together, even though we're all individually different and we practice differently. We've all got elements that go so well together, you know what I mean? And it seems to work. It's crazy.
And yes, Sister Phoenix, it definitely became clear what you were talking about the two of you with your angel wings. And I do feel Christina's got them as well.
Yeah, definitely. Because she was on the thing and I just turned it and I said, it's like here. And that's where their wings normally are. They're normally about like around.
Yeah, down at your bones, your back, and your Yep.
And that's what we was feeling. It was weird.
And there was also Misty. See how you can look at somebody and see if there's a part of them that isn't quite right. Mystical can do that as well. She can look at you and see if you've maybe got a sore head or something. I do believe. Can't you, Mystical? Or am I imagining that?
I know that I've done that. I've been able to pick up on when people are not feeling good and not doing well in the chat. Like, are you okay? You seem like you're stressed and stuff like that. Like, they're like, how did you know that? I just feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a wee sponge for energy when anybody I meet. And it's so weird because I meet some people and I start nervous meeting me. If they're nervous meeting me, I tend to be nervous for that split moment as well until I get grounded and then I can focus on my true energy and myself. But see if I walk into a shop and there's children in the shop, I start going into like being a wee kid and carrying on. It's so crazy, honestly. I don't understand. It's me. I have to totally ground myself and take myself back out the shop.
I feel a lot of energy as well. Not yet like you as well, Lunasis. You know, not all the time, but yeah, most of the time I do. And yeah, I couldn't see Sherry, but I could feel her. Yeah, well, I had my camera off because I'm not being funny, but sometimes when I do that sort of thing, certain energies come through me, and some people get freaked out by my energies. So I don't want people
I
to see.
thought you were going to end up channeling last night.
Yeah,
when
well, I did feel
quiet,
like at one point I was
she's
going
channeling.
to feel something coming, but I was like, no, not tonight, not on here. No.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were maybe doing in the background, is channeling something.
And Aura and that was making sure it weren't happening. So it was like that.
Yeah, because you were tired last night. How many days is that?
9 hours. Well, it's been 3 shows all in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had the Friday show, then we had the Saturday with Sister, and I stayed on 3 hours after the show with Sister Christina. So it was a good 6 hours for me. Wow. And then after that, like yesterday, it was 9 hours. I was in there probably like 40 minutes into Luna's show. So it was nearly the 9 hours I was in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely, I know. I was amazed that he's going 9 hours, and I thought, well, it's Luna's stream. Of course, they're going 9 hours.
I haven't done it for a while, and that's what I said to the guys today. I said it was really nuts because I forgot like how that we used to be like that, and I used to do 24 and 48 hours
so
streams. How the hell did I do it?
Yeah, it goes on so fast.
Like but then I guess back then we weren't so busy, even though we were witches and that, we weren't coming into what we're coming into now and what we're doing now. So maybe that's why it's changed a bit. But
yeah, because back then we weren't so hands-on. We were more the observers back then and trying to watch everybody else to see what they're doing.
But now we just doing it behind the scenes, but not for everybody. You know what I mean? It was a bit different then. You know.
And now we've got all you guys here to help us. And remember, this isn't just, and for all it's Sister Sherry's and I's baby, we've always wanted to help teach us things. Remember, it's the full community's baby, really, because you guys are going to help us to teach people different things, especially mystical. And Mary, Luna, I do believe you've got more to offer. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you have, definitely. You've all got elements in you guys that are really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Luna. It was a good stream. I loved watching it back. I was raging I didn't come in though. I was like, I should have went in. I should have.
I was hoping you were going to come up because it would have been good having you going up there. But you was tired and that, weren't you, yesterday? Yeah. And I was drained from the and stuff. But I went up because I thought, you know what?
How many readings was that we done the night before? It must have been about 20. How many readings was it that we did do the night before on Christina's? Though that was a lot.
It's got to have been over 20.
Yeah, definitely. It was a lot. Because I was drained.
And I just sat after. I couldn't sleep. I was so gained from the energy and that. Even though I was really tired, I just sat there and I was just like, oh my God.
You just zone out, don't you? That's what I did.
And then the next day I was just like, no, I don't want to do anything. No.
Yeah, I was the same. I didn't even light my lights in. My first move in the morning is I'll come down here and I'll light everything up. Like, I don't light my candles except for a split moment to say good morning, really, but I always light those lights up. And I didn't even do that till about 5 o'clock yesterday.
You're spiritual. You've got knowledge. I'm sure you know about things. You used to do your crafts and used to know about certain things, didn't you? Everybody's got something.
Right.
My Michelle is saying Robbie is Beth.
Is Beth? There was loads of things that you were talking about last night I just found so interesting, though, guys. And we've covered most of it now, but I really thought that if Luna goes back to doing this a lot again, I think it's going to help open people up. So anybody that really wants to open up, but should watch Luna's streams that she does, is hour during the night. It's about 3-4 in the morning, our time, but it's worth it because it gives you a perspective of how people that's already open sees things. So therefore you relate to what they're talking about because it's so relaxed that people open up and they're honest about what they say and there's nobody judging them. So therefore the experiences you have, you can relate to, and it's a place to freely talk about it. And
Luna's chat's really good for that. And there's a lot of spiritual people in there that are quite happy with doing that sort of thing, talking openly and that. So you'd learn a lot there, as well as our Witchy 101 show as well, most definitely. If you're somebody that is thinking about coming into the craft, or you're in the craft, or maybe you've been doing it for a while, but you maybe want a bit of a brush up, or you just want a recap, come to Witchy 101. We can help you. We're going to go from the basics all the way through again, like to help you. And if you're newcomers, you'll most definitely learn from it. Definitely.
Definitely.
Mm.
Oh, for sure. You'll learn something that people that's already in it. And remember, we've got
And
Mysticals
obviously-
tomorrow night, guys. It is 9 p.m. UK time. It's going to be a good
Yeah.
show.
That's what I was about to say, because I see Mystical say right in the room, and then I said, please remember to hit the like, and then I thought, I was about to say, please remember to go over to Mysticals on Tuesday for Sister Drew, Mystical, and myself for her show. So, yeah, that's at 9. Obviously, Witchy 101's at 11 p.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern USA on Friday. And that's normally myself, Drew, and Sister Mystical. And we do have other sisters and brothers of the Coving that will join us on and off, and pups and people like that. So you're going to meet a lot of really cool people as well as learn as well, you know what I mean? So check it out. And then obviously we have our own channels. So check us out on YouTube, because we do go random live sometimes and just like start going live or up my loaded video.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely keep doing the meditations and things, because that will help you to open up. It'll help you to understand a lot more of what we're talking about and things.
Yeah.
So keep just doing your meditations. Keep doing your focuses in the mornings, where you're focusing on your spirit and really trying to focus on staying positive, doing everything for the higher good. If you try and kind of live by that, then you'll always keep growing and growing and growing.
Helen, you don't have to be a witch.
Oh, Helen, you don't
like our practices and stuff we're doing are not just for witches. They're for people that are maybe spiritual, or people that just want a little bit of help so that they can like look after themselves in their home and things like that. That's all. That is what it is.
And I hope that we've got good energy. So even people that just love our energy are welcome to come in and just sit and enjoy the stream.
Well, that's what she's saying there. She goes, you know, I'm not a witch, but I do love this group and love to listen.
And we love having you, Helen.
We love having you here, yeah, definitely.
Remember, if there's any questions, ask us. Don't be shy in asking. No. Yeah, we'll definitely come on.
Drew, come on my show Thursday at 6 p.m. Does Sherry want to be 3?
Yep. You know, you can't get rid of us. Wherever you have one, you have the 3 of us.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep.
We come as a
sisters
threesome.
Together.
Yep.
The 3 Musketeers.
Yep. We all come as a threesome.
You can be very spiritual. Yeah, you don't have to be a witch to be spiritual, sweetheart. Definitely not. No.
Luna, I think you should. You were the first person that really read for me. Remember when I first came onto the community, I hadn't really had anybody read tarot for me, but you were one of the first person that actually read for me, and Cassie. And Uncle Danny, of course. I hadn't had my
this
tarot.
Friday is Winter Solace. I think it is, if I believe right. It is. I think it is, yes. So that would be quite interesting as well. But we'll have an interesting talk on that. Maybe we could, for Witchy 101 that day, like we'll do our like little talk, but maybe like doing a, like Sherry can jump around and do a drum dance or something. You know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the
but we're doing meditation, aren't we, this week? That's actually
what we
really
should
good,
do.
because we're doing meditation and stuff, guys, and because she's going to be at her full potential, that's going to really help you with like focusing for that show. So that's going to be really
that'll be good. Yeah. And maybe we'll even, because it is going to be Yule that day, and maybe we can even try. I've got a lot of Yule information here just for tomorrow night on Mystical Stream. But I've got a lot of Yule information here that I can read out just a little bit of history and things for you if you want as well on Friday night. And then we maybe even do a little ritual, one of the dedicated rituals for you, which is you could put some evergreen and things down, some holly. Yeah, we could definitely do that. I could even give you the words to help do the chant. Invoke the goddess, gracious goddess, you are the queen of the gods, the lamp of the night, the creator of all that is will and free, mother of woman and man, lover of the horn god, and protectress of all the craft. Descend, I pray, with your lunar ray of power upon my circle here. Invoke the god, blessing God. You are the king of the gods, lord of the sun, master of all that is wild and free, Father of woman and man, lover of the moon goddess, and protector of all the craft, descend, I pray, with your solar ray of power upon my circle here. Stand before the cauldron and gaze within it. Say these familiar words. I sorrow not, I thought the world's enwrapped in sleep. I sorrow not through the icy wind blast. I sorrow not through the snow falls hard and drop deep. I sorrow not, this too shall soon pass. Light up the cauldron. See, there's a wee ritual we could do, guys, if you wanted. As I did, it is from Freyr's Cauldron.
Do several things, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's a Freyr's Cauldron one. I've never done it. I usually just do my own rituals that I make up. But it's a Freyr's Cauldron one. I can go through it with you if you want.
I've always just wrote my own stuff down as well. I've not really gone by books or anything.
I take a bit of guidance from all the stuff that I always got from Freyr. But it was really for the candles and the herbs and things I wanted it for. But it's good to have. It's good to help teach other people it as well. And your Yule goddesses are Aphrodite, Fortuna, Gaia, Helle, Holly, Astar, Isis, Apollo, Artis, Balder, Dionys, the Green Man, Lo, Odin, and Ra. And your colours are green, red, silver, and white. Gold as well. So we'll definitely tell you about history and things if you want a Friday night just to honour the occasion.
That's strange.
Yeah, we can definitely do a ritual, Kayla. What's wrong?
My laptop's not turned off anymore. Like all of my goddesses' candles and that are out now, so it's got to have been the energy. Still got some of my elements and the ones on my tables going. I'm not going to, but I don't blow the tea lights and stuff out. I leave them going until they run out.
They've only got about an inch left. Uncle Danny's done. I need to actually snub that out before it sets the herbs on fire.
Yeah, that's why I had to snub mine out.
Sparkle, get in here. Wait, not get that dog in for sparkles, all the rubbish.
That tea light, and that was a thick tea light, and that's almost at the bottom. He's here. Well, so like, so I do order normally the thin ones, but there was really fat ones in there as well. I was like, oh, well, I'll just use them for the big intention things. I just ate bacon and toast. Love bacon. I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, I love bacon.
There's me telling sister off earlier about eating, and I haven't even eaten yet.
Yes, me out for not eating.
Yeah.
Kayla, you want to take part in the ritual? Do it your own side. Technically, all you need to do is have a candle, even some herbs if you want. But I can message you what you need before Friday night. I can message you what colour of candle, what herbs I use as well if you want to take part in it. The only thing I would advise you to do when you're taking part in a ritual is make sure you're protected, because in a ritual you do kind of call on your higher energies to help you with the ritual. So if you've never done a ritual before and you're just learning witchcraft, I would just be careful of what energies you use to help you. Even just use your higher self. Don't call in anything to help you. But I can definitely help you with that. Tell you what to use. I would rather tell you what to use and keep you safe. If you want to do it, I would rather you done it under my guidance than try to do it yourself. If that's something you want to do. I've made protection jars and oils.
That's good. That's good if you've done that and that. But obviously, rituals and making herbs and oil things are completely different to performing a ritual. Like a ritual is where it's going to physically happen, and you said, you know, if you're not very aware of it, it's better to call up on your higher self, and maybe like your elements. Elements are okay to call on as well, because normally that's what you do. But you'd cast a protection circle around what you're doing. You know what I mean? So. And you don't have to walk around your altar to do that. You can do that within the mind. Just focus and imagine the light going out around your secret area. You know what I mean?
It's actually one of the, I would do, the salt, as remember the us above, so below. You're placing things, the physical thing down is you're so below, and then you're imagining it as you're above. So it's the balance. If you feel as if you need the physical thing down, as that is your salt, then definitely use it. It's whatever works for you.
Yeah. Everybody's work different in their workings.
Would you like me, help with that, Drew? I would offer my energy up for it. Yeah, definitely, mister. If you want to help do a Yule ritual, definitely help. I'll do the candle and the herbs and things, and you can stand and watch me do it if you want, and help empower and push out your own energies to the Yule gods. If you want, I don't mind.
To be honest, sis, I think none of us have had the energy for the last couple of days. It's been so busy. Like, it was only like 3 hours before I come on here with sis that the energies decided to allow me to start doing my hours, because for like the last couple of weeks I've been wanting to get up and do them, and they've been like doing something to make me not, but giving me all this information, all this stuff they want me to do. And then finally today, 3 hours before the goddamn show, Sherry alters,
go.
And it's like,
That's
oh my God, you're kidding me.
Yep. It was like the Santa Marta put it in my head that she wanted down into the living room. So I started packing her all up and upstairs. And then she changed her mind on me and wanted back where she was.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
they do. They can be hard work. They can be hard work, because I said for days and days to him, it's like, guys, if you really want me to do the altars and that, I'd rather you get me to do it now instead of doing it on a time when I've got something really busy. No, we're not ready for you to do that yet. Like, just like concentrate on yourself. Yeah, today, 3 hours before the show. Yep, Sherry altars. Off you go. Remember, Bridget, Prayers got to be on the main one. The board got to be took off of it. You've got to move the piano to your radiator. The other table's got to go up on your bloody fish tank and put the other bit down. Like, oh my God.
They do it to keep you on your toes. They definitely do things to really work with your mind. Better.
You might get stressed out sometimes, think, why the hell do they do this? But once you do it, you'll realise it's for a good reason. Very good reason.
I was like, what was the point in that?
I think with mine, for a very long time, I've used a lot of my energies all together. You know what I mean? And I've done it all together, and I've been all over the place. Now it's all situated in one place. It's like they've gone and, you know.
They're all demanding their own little spot.
One on Bridget, one on Freya. Then I've got Cananos and Odin and spirits and guides and totems.
I used to have the little fairy up there.
Yeah, witch and shaman and fairy energy.
I felt as if she was staring at me. I felt a raise from up there, so I had to bring her down.
She probably was. And I've got my little fairy. She's on that
staring at me.
In my brain thing. Because on my actual nature altar, I've got my little stone and it says protected by fairies, and then it's got my fairy in front of it. So I thought that would be ideal for me altar, for my nature altar. So I am protected by fairies.
Definitely. I love fairies, guys. Drew, you will have to catch me up on that 9-hour video. There is no way although I'll definitely catch you up on it, Mystical. We'll catch you up on it before the stream tomorrow night. We'll get about 20 minutes early.
Yeah, we'll talk.
It was interesting. It really was interesting. I liked it.
On Wednesday, is it Wednesday? Okay, yeah. On Wednesday, I'm going to be doing, if it's not Wednesday, it'll be Thursday, because they're saying Thursday now. Make your mind up. Thursday, right. So I'm going to the shop tomorrow to get all of the bits. Thursday, I'm going to be doing the Yule Christmas dinner for the spirits.
Oh, the spirit one,
because I'm going away and I don't like to leave them out. And while I do that, I will do a little ritual thing there where I can take some bits for like wishes for Christmas and stuff like that, like for your family and whatever. But I'm going to be going live and doing them. And I'm also going to be live throughout that day making their goodies, because they told me they don't want bread. I said, okay, so what do you want? They want a roast dinner, which is fair enough. I'm doing a roast dinner because I want a roast dinner anyway. But they asked me if I could buy a Swiss roll and make a chocolate log. And I've got to make and I've got to make Christmas cookies with icing and chocolate chips.
Christina, you spoil all those spirits down. We need to keep up with it.
Yeah, but my energies are the same because I've always spoilt mine. But
Yeah, I know.
since coming in with Christina and having some of the energies come to me, like kiddie energies come to me, that they're very precise what they want. They're like, yeah, we want this, we want that. My spirits will go
Grace
with
is not
anything.
good enough for them anymore.
But my new guys, they've got a specific way. My more down to earth spirits, the ones I've had all my life, they're fine. They'll go with whatever. But these ones are like, no, don't want bread. I want Christmas cookies, a chocolate log, and mince pies made from scratch.
What energy's here? There's something here right now. I can feel it. I can just feel the thickness of it. It's right in my ear.
It's quite tall. Might be one of the goddesses, sis, because it is like a.
I can feel it here.
Female energy, but she's got something flowing.
Yeah, I can definitely feel it.
I've got a lot. There's a lot of energy in here and here as well. There's loads of energy elements because they're just flying around everywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
it's because of all the energy. Yeah, they're getting the use out the candles and all the herbs I've put out.
Yeah, mine is still going. The goddess ones have gone down really quick, which is good. That shows that they're right on point. They're getting on with it. The energy one, the healing one I've done for pups was that thick DT light, but that's almost gone, and that's only been on what, and just over an hour. So yeah, they're going.
Yep, the element ones are still burning, guys, but they've only got about half an inch left in them, about 10 minutes.
And I'm a bit like sis. I don't like to just leave the candles sitting there burning. I get worried that something's going to catch.
Yeah.
Because I've seen what my energy can do and how candles like to jump and catch things on fire. It's done it in my house.
Yeah.
So I don't like leaving my altars here on their own. So
I don't leave them too often either. You can't take the chance. No, the energies around us, especially Sister Sherry. She blows up. Hers blows up laptops.
Oh yeah,
mine's like
that's what I thought I was doing tonight because it kept turning off. I was like, oh my god, no, don't you dare! Like, leave my laptop.
Blow up on me now. Usually the fire alarms I like to let off in my house. So tomorrow night in Mystical's channel, I think we're just going to be doing a bit of a chit chat and I think we're going to get to know. I hope some of the new subscribers comes in as well to Mystical's channel, and we'll all do a get to know you type of thing, and just chit chat what everybody's been up to, and just saying Merry Christmas to you all. Definitely put your link up. Sister Sherry won't mind, won't you? Not Sister Sherry.
Anybody that's blues and that, put the links of each other in there. If there's any guys in there that want their links in but they're not blue, just put the links in. It's fine.
Yeah, make sure you all support each other, guys. That's what this community is all about.
We don't get funny if you post your links in our chats and stuff. We don't get funny with that.
Yeah, Christina dropped it already. The link to the live stream.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, okay, cool.
Good stuff.
We will
is there any questions you've got for us, guys, about anything we did tonight? Is there anything you want to ask about anything that you've seen us do?
Yeah, ask us now, guys, because we will be getting off shortly, sweethearts.
I don't mind answering questions about how I focus my intent out or anything. Yeah, most of you already know how to do it.
Ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll sit here. We're not going to shit. I'm just saying we're not going to be on for like hours. We're going to be here probably another like.
Yes, Michelle. I need to talk to you about that. Our little summer came up. We'll have a talk about that, I think. I think you were right. Remember how the theory that you had about her being around? I think you're right.
It's okay.
No, Beth, it's not your fault, Beth.
Not anyone's fault.
Spirits are all connected. They know who's going to help them. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, you can't get anything past the spirits. Believe me.
They know who's genuine and who's not.
Yeah. You kind of learn that when you've been on YouTube for so long and you've gone past so many people that didn't work out. You kind of get used to who's to stay around and who not to be around.
Yes, sis.
Definitely.
I know. If you go back Sherry's channel, if you go way back Sherry's channel, you'll notice that she's always done this journey trying to help people but it has changed so much through the years, hasn't it? If you go back to the very first streams, it's
when I
changed
first started.
so much.
When I first started out, it would be musical streams and talking and things like that. I do little odd meditation videos here and there, but nothing like major, you know what I mean? It was more my dance and talk and investigations and stuff like that. And, you know, I would do a lot of like shows where I would have people come up on my panels to show their channels and try and get them out there and go on to other people's panels and stuff like that. But as the time's gone on now, it's become a lot more like
see, people's needs change as well.
Yeah,
I think when you started back then, it was more trying to prove the paranormal away back when you first started, more trying to prove that there was spirits around you to start with. And then now it's more with trying to prove to people how the spirits are helping you on your journey. So it shows how the channel
has gone from that. It was like I knew the spirits were around and stuff like that, but other people didn't. And I was really big on trying to get the paranormal out there when I first started.
Yeah.
No, I always spoke about my spirituality and my beliefs and stuff like that, but I was about the paranormal. And yeah, now it is more my spirituality side and talking about how they work with us and what they do and trying to show that through what we do here, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like
give them a little honour and feed them. That's essentially what it is, isn't it? It's about
and all of our shows and stuff like that. You know, even though we've had shows all the way through, like on YouTube, these are pretty hardcore shows because they're like really about us.
We're making ourselves vulnerable.
You know what I mean?
That's what I was saying to Willie the other night. I says we're actually being vulnerable, putting ourselves out there, everything that we do, everything that we are, so people can try and understand us. I mean, we're really bringing ourselves down to.
And I even go back and look at my old videos. I go back and look at my old videos just to see what I was like back then and how far I've come now.
I know.
You know what I mean? And it's mad.
It's crazy. But
If
that's
somebody
the growth.
told me 8 years ago, Sherry, you'll have a YouTube with 2,000 people in it. You'll be followed. You'll have people that want to be. You're going to have a witchy program with your sisters, and you're going to be really successful. I'd have laughed and been like,
"You're like, no, I'm not. It'd be daft."
I wasn't even comfortable about speaking about my witchcraft on YouTube. I would say I was a witch in that, but I would never ever really show anything I did. I didn't like doing it. You know what I mean?
It's like to start talking about it.
Yeah. But then meeting you guys and meeting more people like me, that's what made me open to doing that. I thought, you know what, it's actually pretty cool. But sometimes I do feel I bite off more than I can chew, you know what I mean? Because you just take so much time.
And that's when Uncle Danny reels us in.
Yeah, like the other day, with me and Sister Drew got told off the other day by we did, because we kept putting ourselves down in that.
Got around from Uncle Daniel.
And he turned around and told us both, will you don't talk over your pups and your Uncle Danny? And we was like,
okay. And Liam was sitting right there and I was like, don't you make me laugh.
Yeah, no, don't.
You dare make me laugh.
When Pup speaks.
Yeah, especially when he's talking
serious,
authority.
You know what I mean? Because he's never done that before. Like, he'll talk to us now, but we were trying to say our bit, and then he was
like, used to realise that you are pillars in this community.
Don't talk over me. Pups don't talk over me. I was just like, Drew was like,
Pups at what? Sorry, Uncle Danny.
Oh, sorry, Uncle Danny. And I was like, sorry, Pups.
It's like, this is what he says.
You
used to realise.
Stop.
Used to realise what yous are. Yous are pillars in this community.
It's community.
You now think for 1 minute I would work with you if yous weren't.
But he was just like, woo. Yep, we get the yep.
Oh dear.
But sometimes we need that little boot up the arse, because I know, like, you guys see us on panel all the time and we look really confident and we look like we're comfortable with everything. We have our battles as well, guys, and it can be so hard, like, being who we are and doing what we're doing. And sometimes we do really, like, put ourselves down when we shouldn't. We don't give ourselves enough credit. We don't think, like, the amount of times me and Sister Drew sat there and said, do you really think we've got what it takes? Like, are we okay?
People are what listen to us.
And we are, but it's just sometimes we find it hard to process it.
I know, it's just
you know
because we're so down to earth. I think it's because we're so down to earth and we don't realise
Yeah.
our own value because we're just
No.
simple people, really. You know,
We're not like some people where like they've got to be the best and they've got to do this and they've got to be this one. Like we have been very easygoing, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now, like it's the best thing in the world, but it's a daunting thing knowing that we've got other people confiding in us and watching us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just kind of, oh my god, my legs are
We
going.
have to make sure we do it right. That's why we're going back to basics, because we want to make sure we cover everything and we're not
Yeah.
missing anything out.
We've like got like pads full, guys. Like right,
Yeah. I've got 7 different notepads.
Pups did tell us off that day, and
Oh,
it
he
was
did.
damn right
He was
needed
around.
because we were being pretty bad about it. To be quite honest.
Yes, he told us to buckle our shoes and get on with it. We're needed, so that's what we're
He goes,
doing.
don't
guys.
make me come over there and kick your asses, is what he turned around and said, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which would have been
Yeah.
Astro and Shakara coming over and kicking
Oh,
our asses.
I felt Astro. I felt Astro
That
stand
probably
behind
had
me.
another bath incident where he tried grounding me in the water.
Oh, I know. And that was just carrying on.
That was just a joke.
God, no. I'm glad I've not got a bath. I've got a shower.
I've never seen Astro on a bad side. At me, anyway. I've seen him go after other spirits. There was a spirit in my house that was giving me a really hard time. It was a very nice spirit. And
Right.
I was having some trouble. And Pup sent Astro over there.
Right.
This was the first
Clear
time
it.
I met Astro. Okay.
Right.
I'm sitting there. And I just see Astro come into the bedroom. This tall, massive thing. Huge fire coming out of him. I was like, what the hell's that? And all you see was him come over to this spirit, grab it by its neck and go, you will not talk to my pup like that. Smack, he went straight out the bloody window. I was like, oh my God,
I know his voice in the spirit box gets you, doesn't it? It's like, and it really, that sounds like exactly what Sister Sherry just done. His voice like that. It's what Astro's voice sounds like coming through the box, and you go,
it does.
oh,
And it
Astro's in
was
the
like
room.
that. Like literally, he comes in, he stares
Yeah.
at me, and I look at him, and I'm just like froze on the bed, like, what the hell is that? And then he comes over and he
He comes to
grabs
check
his
on you,
spirit,
Lena.
starts having his mouth going, what you? He just grabs me and goes, you will not talk to my pup like that. Well, it's just straight out the bloody window. There's me just stood there like,
He's an
what
elemental
the
for the
hell?
people that don't know. Yeah. Put it this way, if I am ever stuck in a situation out somewhere and I feel as if Timber can't even get it, I'm just going straight for the Astro thought. Astro, come
yeah.
here.
Astro
I'm
can
just
do
going
anything.
straight to Astro. For sure. I know when he's around, Lunar, when I start stripping, I'm like, oh, Astro must be here. I'm like,
Yeah, that's well, he makes you very hot. Same as Aura. Aura
Yes.
does with me. Sometimes like it's freezing outside, but when she comes and sits in my room, I have to like I'm sitting there maybe in like a little crop top and a pair of knickers. That's it. No, because I'm so warm.
Because the
Come
fire
into any
element.
other part of my room, it's cold. Like here's cold because of my oils and everything. It's not cold where I'm shivering, but it's not warm like my bedroom and that. And that's got the heating on because obviously I do feel the cold, obviously. So I'll have the heating on because of my arthritis and because of Dash. But when she comes in, I feel like I'm in a sauna and I'm being like burnt to death.
That's the fire elementals.
With both of them.
Your feet start burning a different way, and I have to take the blanket off. Yeah, Luna, you get very hot with any
He's sent Astro here a couple of times, and I don't see him, but I'm sure feel him. Yeah, you will feel him.
Yeah,
He's
you will
very
feel,
powerful,
sure.
very powerful. Same as Shakara.
I've only met him the once, and that was doing Uncle Danny's prayers, and I felt him come straight through the window in the room and just stand there, and I was like, oh, that's got to be Astro.
Yeah, you know when it's Astro. Like when he decides to just turn up here, like out of like just randomly to like wind me up. I always know when he turns up because you just get this massive gush come up behind you in this heat, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Dad. It's Dad. Turn around, like,
and then
I tell you about touching my hair, don't I? Leave my hair alone because I don't want my hair being touched, and he always touches my bloody hair.
I said to Uncle Danny once he get better, did Astro help me with the prayers? And he says, did you help me with the prayers? And he went, I says, I know, I felt him.
Yeah.
I felt
he was definitely around here. He was definitely around here with the elements and stuff. And Shakara. I could feel Shakara as well.
Yeah.
But she's more of a calmer sort of energy. Shakara's very calm, but even though she's powerful, she's very calm. She is very calm compared to Astro.
Right. She's not as
Definitely.
intense there as the astral
I had
energy.
that
You
when
just
the
feel it
banshee stood in my
right
way.
here.
You had that when the banshee stood in your room last night?
Right. I felt blessed when he showed me his face and all of him as if he was human. Dana said that he does not show just anyone that side of him, so I have seen him. Wow, Laura, you've seen the both aspects there. You're honoured.
So you've got a wood one, sis. I have a wood
Right.
elemental.
Wood elemental.
Yes, this is Christina. But the thing is even the wood element will have something that you'll know that it's them. You know what I mean? Like you'll probably
you
feel
feel
quite
the
a
energy.
strong and firm feeling around you when they're about, because they're wood, aren't they? They're quite strong. So
yeah, you probably feel like a stability feeling, like feel really stable and really
you might get
grounded.
snapping sounds because it's wood. You might get a snap sound that might symbolise that they're wood. You know, like all sorts of things. There's lots of things you can look out for. Like you haven't just got your basic elements like earth, water, fire, air, and spirit. You've got wood, grass, straw, crystals, stone, rock.
Wood elementals, wind elementals, everything.
Loads of energies.
Many.
They're just the main elements.
You couldn't even name them.
Air, and spirit are the main elements of earth, but you've got all of the elements that associate with that. If you think about it, like the earth element, you imagine how many different elementals are connected to the earth element, because she's everything. You know what I mean?
Stone, crystal,
yeah,
dirt, grass.
we couldn't even name this. We'll be here in about 4 years' time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still sitting.
Do your own research on that one. There's so many.
Definitely.
He showed me because he said that he felt I needed to see him like that. I don't know why, but he really does. Maybe just so you just want to hear it
in different ways, don't they? Not every energy shows to everybody the same. Everybody's different.
Yeah. I didn't see anything about him. I just felt the intenseness and the. I knew it was him because I could feel the energy for Uncle Danny, if you like, with the presence that came with him. I felt the strength, but I also could feel the knowing of he was here to help me with the prayer. Do you know what I mean?
Did you feel like you was being stood over as well?
Yeah,
because
I felt as if he was
you
there
feel
to
like
make
they're
sure.
like he's over you, sort of thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He was there to make me focus. I think because he was standing right here, and I thought, Astro's here, and I could feel him there all the time I did the prayer. So I think he was there to help me energise it straight to Uncle Danny, if you know what I mean, straight to him.
Like when you look at Astro, right, he'll bend his head slightly, but his head hits my ceiling. He'll go through my ceiling if he stood up right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because he's in my house, he kind of bends a bit, so
Bends it down. Yeah.
It's somebody else's house above me. You know what I mean? So that you don't.
Oh,
you
maybe
don't
that's
see your feeling. You imagine seeing the head coming through your bloody. You know what I mean?
Just
But he's
Astro.
huge, and he's not just huge in height. He's really solid as well. You know what I mean? He's big.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Danny said he don't do that unless it's a closeness, like a spirit. Like, then after that is when I found out his grandson is my spirit guide, Astros. There you go, Leonard. It's just, it's probably just to make that connection right there. It's probably connecting you. It's amazing.
Yeah, and your grandson, Astro's grandson is my Aurora's son.
Yeah. I was going to say, I love this community because if you notice, all the spirit guides and things are all interacting together as well. The ones that's not related are finding people that is also valuable and bringing them into the community. But a lot of these are all related through the spirit guides. I'm related through the wolves.
Oh,
the wolf spirits are there.
They are the most cutest puppies ever. They are.
Oh, I know. They're growing so fast.
They're massive.
You see the size of Majestic and all Majestic.
He's huge. He's huge.
Yeah. Are you feeding them beef? They're amazing. That I'm an Indian part anyway, yeah, Luna. Definitely. And you'll have that connection.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So anybody got any questions, guys? Because we will get off soon.
I think we better let Sister rest. She's been streaming for days. The poor girl.
That's really random because my stream thing there says I've only been streaming for 15 minutes.
Does it? You're 2 hours and 5. 2 hours and 5 minutes. You're at,
That
sis.
might be why. Maybe it was StreamYard that was
It's-
making my laptop go funny because it hasn't done it anymore.
Maybe it's stopped and restarted the time at some point. That's what it says.
Well, I did drop off a couple of times because where it switched off, it stayed on, but it obviously kicked me signal. And
That's what it's done. It's
yes,
reset
Astro, I
itself.
believe, was here like yesterday at one point. Oh yeah, Astro will go to anywhere he feels that the energy is needed. Do you know what I mean? He will. You don't even have to call on Astro sometimes. He just turns up. He knows.
See, I feel the candles. I knew the candles went out. I could feel it, and then I seen it. I just felt the energy cut off.
Yeah, that one's going absolutely crazy on my spirit water up there at the minute. I think my nan and my granddad and that are like,
look, there is not one bit of wax left. All the wax is gone.
No.
So that was a good burn of the candles, guys. That meant that everything went perfect. All the candles burnt straight down the line. So that meant that the magic was typically pretty easy for them, if you like to look at it that way.
Yeah, me air one. How's that? Why is my cauldron smoking? There ain't nothing in the cauldron.
Did you finish burning the papers?
Yeah.
What?
Like literally, I'm standing there and I'm looking at the candle because the water one's got out and the air one's about to, and I was just standing there looking at the candles and the cauldron started like smoking, but it's not
There
lit.
you go. It's a sign for you, sis.
And I just looked at it and I was like,
I don't Astro's showing you he's here. He's really like the cauldron.
They are all nearly out now. We've just got these three. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 at the minute that I'm waiting to go out, and then I've got the ones on the other altars, but I'm not really bothered about them. They'll go out in their own time. But
yeah, you guys need to help me figure out a spot for me to see alive. Definitely, Luna.
Let's have some food. Look, you've got like grapes and
That pizza, give them a bit of that pizza Liam brought in.
And crisps and cakes.
They'll be getting fed up with grapes with me. That's all I seem to give them is grapes and apples. I need to get them some sweeties, I think. See, as Christina feeds all her spirits sweets. Do you want to know what I had a lot of luck with when I started giving them to my energies? Nuts and raisins. See if you give your altar nuts and raisins, it seems to give them a lot of energy to do what you want to do quicker. I found that.
I do actually have I have raisins, sultanas and stuff, and I always like to buy my nuts. I do like nuts, and I do give them to the elementals and the spirits sometimes.
Well, I've found
really
that
like
if you
the
use
elements, I give them to the element as well.
It works faster than giving herbs. It must be because it's straight from it's straight from Mother Earth herbs as well. But I don't know if it's just a different energy they get for it.
Well, yeah, and it's more like the fruits of the earth, isn't it? It's not like the herbs of the earth and that. So yeah, maybe they do.
Thank you for coming in. I'm saying that's if it's my stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna we're probably going to cut off in a minute anyway as well, sisters.
Yeah, I better go see Liam doesn't want to eat, guys. It is getting late here.
It's been non-stop streams for like the whole weekend from Friday to Monday. It's been non-stop for me, so it'd be nice. And then I've got one again tomorrow with Sister Mystical and Sister Drew. So
yeah, that's an early one though. That's a 9 o'clock one.
Yeah, that one would be good. That's 9 o'clock, guys. Don't forget to join us.
Yeah.
Then we've got a Friday one at 11 p.m. UK time, 6 p.m. Eastern USA.
Yes.
Don't miss us on Friday as well. And keep an eye on our channels.
Yeah. I hope Uncle Danny gets better. Keep us updated.
Pups, we hope that you feel better. We're sending you lots of love, healing and blessings. And we've done the spells and the ritual to help you and to help everybody else. We hope that you will benefit from it. We love you, pups. Feel better. We are thinking of you and we will pray again tonight. And you guys as well, please pray for pups and pray for each other.
Brother
we'll see you all very, very soon. And we love you all. And thank you for watching us. And thank you to our gods and goddesses and our energies that have helped us as well. And we are off.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a night, guys. Blessed be. Merry parting. Let me just put the trailer up.